Kia ora koutou, ko Fiona Ingram tōku ingoa kei a whakatū ahau I Aotearoa. My name is Fiona and I'm here on this beautiful morning to tell you about this week in the astrological world, bring the news of the new moon in Taurus and the sun moving into Taurus. So what does the Taurus season mean? What does it mean to have the new moon in Taurus, especially as it's near Uranus? There's also a square between Uranus and Saturn, and there's a beautiful harmonious trine between Venus and Mars. At the end of the video, some suggestions for your spiritual practice for this new moon. Yeah. So there's the sun up there, and on Thursday the moon will be joined with the sun in the sign of Taurus. Okay, I'm now going to focus on these gorse flowers. Look at them all. So abundant. Taurus is a sign of abundance. In the northern hemisphere, where this form of astrology comes from, it's a sign of spring. But here, of course, we're well into autumn now and it's getting colder. I like to see Taurus here as a time where we count the blessings of our harvest. You're making your preserves or counting your jars of preserves. My sister sent a photo of all her plum jam. My friend gave me a packet of dehydrated fig slices that she'd put together. And for me, I like to look at my well-stocked wood pile. That makes me feel really good. So Taurus is a time where we can count our blessings. Also, we can count our money. It's the end of the financial year, and before we pay our taxes being part of Scorpio, other people's money, before we do that, we need to actually add up our own income for the year. That's another way we can count our blessings and enjoy the harvest time of this season. So I've drawn a sketch of the zodiac here with the earth at the center, blue and green. And here we've got the sun and moon conjunct. You can't see the moon at new moon time because the sun completely outshines it, so I've just did a little black line to represent it. In close alignment with them is Uranus. And Uranus is a planet of crazy ideas, out of the box thinking, genius, at the forefront of technology and science, and also sudden interruptions. So there could be something that comes along that suddenly interrupts our way of life. Ultimately, this will lead us forward on our soul's journey. However, this other aspect here with Saturn suggests that it won't be an easy ride. Saturn is a planet of restriction, responsibility, structure, adulting. And you can see the way Saturn is working at the moment. It's recently come into the sign of Aquarius, which governs large groups. And of course, we're really restricted at the moment with our large group gatherings. We can't do them at all. Saturn ultimately will help us with these crazy new Uranus ideas to give them structure and concrete reality. But with this square aspect, 90 degrees, this suggests that it won't be an easy journey and there could be some challenging things, especially with the suddenness. Okay, there's one more thing that's going to make this new moon nice, and that is a flowing trine of 120 degrees between Venus and Gemini and Mars and Aquarius. So that nice aspect, it should be all happy, joining the masculine and the feminine. So enjoy that aspect. Some suggestions for this new moon in Taurus and our spiritual practice at that time. First of all, with the new moon, any new moon, it's a really good time to visualize what you want in your life, to send out your vibes and your energy in the directions that you want to go. New moon is this time of potentiality. Anything could happen. With the Taurus new moon, we can focus as spiritual beings having an earthly experience in our bodies. We can focus on the earthly things that we want, sensual pleasures, possessions, money, also what we want for our health and body, our sense of self-worth, how do we want to grow that? So visualize this new moon. I will post a guided visualization on Friday morning. That's the day after new moon, and you can use that one if you want, or you can do it yourself. Something else to think about as a second suggestion for your new moon visualization. Uranus is right there, and Uranus might bring a sudden change in your life, a completely new direction, bringing you towards a better path, towards your soul's journey. So if you notice any genius, crazy, wild, but amazing ideas popping into your head, or things changing in your life that might lead you in a completely new direction, take note. That might be Uranus. Take it seriously and consider that idea. Maybe it's possible. Maybe it's a good idea. Another suggestion is to perhaps get ourselves mentally, emotionally prepared for things going wrong or things being difficult. So Saturn is in a square with Uranus, hard aspect. That's going to be playing out over the next year and a half or so. There might be some difficulties and sudden difficulties happening. So let us roll with it, flow with it, and remember that all difficult things pass and we are strong. We just stay steady in our values, doing the next right thing. There's a song about that in the new Frozen movie that my daughter loves, and working our way through it as best we can. And the final suggestion for this new moon spiritual time, with the Venus and Mars trine, let's think about how we could join the feminine and the masculine in beautiful ways. And with a trine, you don't even have to try, it just happens. It's a gift, a free gift. What could happen is you might go for a run by yourself or with your partner. That's the exercises Mars, and then after the run you enjoy some chocolate or a beautiful latte drink made on your fancy coffee machine if you have one, and there's the pleasure. That's the Venus. You might build something like a shed in your garden during lockdown, and that's the Mars, and then make it really pretty. That's the Venus. Decorate it. So lots of ways that you can enjoy the masculine and the feminine coming together. But it might just happen anyway because that's a trine. It just naturally flows into it. So whānau, that's the end of my video today. I hope you will join me on Friday for the guided visualization. I will try to make it shorter than the last one. Have a beautiful new moon in Taurus. Enjoy the sensual pleasures of the earth and count our blessings. Ka kite anō. And a final suggestion that I forgot to record before. Enjoy the sensual pleasures of Taurus, and here I am. I'm feeling, I'm looking at the details, and now I'm smelling that beautiful resin of the pine tree. Enjoy sensual pleasures.